Hello there and welcome back to another Outriders video. My name is GamerNesto and today I want to show you my old school Faser Beam Acari build that I used back in a year ago, and I'm very happy to use it again. It's more powerful than ever. I'm using the Acari set, of course, in this setup. So I'm gonna go over the mods that I have and how I have it set up so you can see 3 digits numbers all the time on your screen. So for the helmet, guys, I have this beautiful helmet that came with Action Champion, which basically buff yourself for up to 100% anomaly power every time that you're clearing mob with your Faser Beam. If you're hearing a boss, it's only gonna be 20%, but remember that adds up with the 25% stacks that you can get with the Acari set. So it's still good even if you're doing bosses. It's gonna be Fire Tsunami as well. The head comes standard with it. It is okay mod. I consider maybe kind of like a dead mod because you spam heat waves anyway, so it's not like a very. I'd rather have more damage mod there, but as of now, this is what the best you can have. In terms of the chest, I have not gotten any good luck with chest with Acari for some reason. I think this is the most decent one that I have for this build, so self-medication at least helps a little bit with survivability, even though I feel like I don't need it, especially when you're doing Ash Blast. But it's there. It's better than having nothing, I guess. I rough size matters to cover a larger amount of space when you're throwing the Faser Beams. Since this is basically Faser Beam dedicated build, you definitely need it anyways. And the chest comes with tidal wave, so it gets an additional wave, all right, before it triggers its cooldown there. For the legs, I have typical standard anomaly echo that comes with it. I rub Cat 300 for single targets, and this one came with burnout, which kind of saved myself for putting it somewhere else. You still need it to debuff, so you get up to 30% debuffs, like having a branded on the target that you aiming at. So that's that. For the gloves, I would love to have skill like this instead of cooldown reduction, but this is the best that I have right now, and it came with pure power and Ash increased range on the third slot, so I roll Death Sentence to get that extra damage debuff on the enemy that I'm aiming at. So very good gloves. I just wish it came with skill like leash instead of cooldown reduction, because the problem with Acari is that now with the cooldown reduction cap, which is 65, most of the pieces have cooldown reduction anyway, so it's easy to reach that cap really fast. So right now, just having these three, I think it is good, but I would like to have skill like leech instead, because now I have here more cooldown reduction, which is why I want to have skill power on the other one to make my heat way stronger, especially the burn. It definitely is a noticeable difference when you have a high burn for mobbing. So that's that. For the boots, I have the Reforged because it comes with power simulation, and also this one roll with unstoppable force and no resistance against 45. I put that in there. I'm using these boots pretty much for all my AP builds for now until the epic situation boots gets sorted out, because right now it's almost impossible to get something like this. So this is definitely a very good boot in here. I will consider this best in slot on any AP builds. For bossing, I have the Reaper. Not very fan of the suppressing. It is very slow, but I have Armor Pierce, Fortress, and Main Rage, which is really powerful against any AP builds. I have this one for when I get silent, just to do damage. Pretty much, again, not the rolls that I want, but at least does the job. And my sidearm, as you guys know, I'm a sidearm player. I like using my sidearm as an AP. I still can get this Torment and Agony with Fortress on the bottom, so, or Main Rage, so that will be my perfect sidearms. If anything, it has Armor Pierce, Status Power. I would like to have a skill like Leech gun, but I think this is the closest that it can get in terms of like optimization. So Main Rage, Fortress, and Armor Piece will be the perfect role in this case. In terms of the tree, guys, I start on the bottom and then I go all the way up to grab whole situation, and then I'll go all the way down here to get Map Bank Elemental to increase that resistance percent, which equals more anomaly power and more damage against enemies. I grab this warm up just to get more anomaly damage mods on my build. Otherwise, you can grab either Trials Ashes or Armor Piercing. I would like probably this one will be better, but only if you have the Action Boost mod, I feel like. So this setup is providing me more cooldown, so I have to put the Quick Faser mod. And rather I will put Arms on Anomaly, which is what I have right now. Definitely, I've seen bigger numbers in this setup, but again, it depends what you really have, and you know, things like that. Now, in terms of the packs, pretty much I'm using Melting Point, Score of Flesh to increase the status power up to 30%. So that basically helps there. And then conventional, obviously one of the best nuts in this pack tree. I grab Backdraft to get more anomaly when my skill out in cooldown, but I also grab status power, which basically gives you a huge amount of damage on your burn when you're doing the heat wave. So if you mobbing, definitely this furnace is gonna burn and eat those NPCs alive. The other option you can do instead of furnace is Common Hot to help you Faser Beam a little bit more. But usually what I found is, since the Faser Beam kills everything instantly for the most part, usually Common Hot doesn't have that much value in my opinion. But in terms of maybe big bosses like the Trials and the Outriders, pretty much probably you can just change it just to do more damage when the boss is getting low health. But other than that, I feel like this becomes more important when it comes to like clearing rooms and stuff like that, because the heat wave definitely adds more value, and you can notice how hard the burn ticks do every time you get this maxed out in combination with Score Flesh. So you have those in there. It works with Faser Beam and heat wave, so you have 2 heat waves and 1 Faser Beam, so it's easy to stack that, really easy to 30%. So that's that. Here you want to have all the anomaly pretty much, and then some of the prowess like damage against elite, cooldown when you are low level, and things like that. And then maybe endurance here for mitigation against elites. This one is basically not that important. I will put more maybe endurance, since it's basically one of the things about Faser Beam. You don't know how to use the wall, you're gonna get hit a lot. So endurance might be more valuable, but right now I'm using another build, so I'm gonna show that later. But since I'm very familiar with Faser Beam and had no problems not having any endurance points, so that's that. And yeah, guys, that's basically the build. It's pretty much optimized, not 100% how I want it, but eventually I will keep doing updates. Unfortunately, with the shortage of anomaly extra, I'm not able to update my pieces, which is kind of frustrating right now because I want to get everything optimized to see the real numbers. But even though that I'm not having all the pieces 73 right now, which is my current apocalypse tier level, I still do an insane amount of damage, and hopefully when this build is fully optimized, I have an overheat version for those who are interested. That's gonna be a separate video, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, guys, leave a like if you haven't subscribed. Hit that subscribe button, it's free. And I'm stream every night on Twitch, so if you want to see my build in action, definitely follow me there. I'll be more than happy to help you out with any questions. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace. Enjoy the gameplay, guys.